taking on the New England Patriots. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
And here comes the former Patriot. This is Damian Harris. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. You look at this Patriots defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender ran over at that time, and he's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. They run for the first time with James Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. This defense for the Patriots, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. Powerful running. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And that's going to be incomplete. The Patriots at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Cunningham. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. Cunningham. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. When you look at this Patriots defense, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. They'd easily move into the top 5.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. And the all-pro return man Marcus Jones deep for New England. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On first down, it's Cunningham. Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Here's Here's Cunningham from the gun. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third down and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 4th down, Cunningham. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. And it's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's got room down the left sideline. Sheds off the tackle. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Cunningham to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. Fights through it, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's Stevenson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Right side, Thornton with it. Touchdown, Patriots! Tyquan Thornton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8. On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Cunningham looking to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Chad Ryland for the Patriots field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on third down. And complete right side to Cook. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The throw over the middle, taken in. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. And that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. Touchdown Bills. Gabriel Davis from 4 yards out. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Patriots 10. Tyler Bass to kick
After
off
the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Here's Cunningham. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Buying time to his left. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Pats are going to have it here at their own 15. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Now with a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. Fighting through it, he's got space. And then he stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Now Cunningham. That's to the sideline and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go, Reed, go. Buffalo 18. Ready.
A final shot before break. Cunningham. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, Cunningham. Little short pass here to Hill. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cunningham completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Cunningham. Gets this one to Hill. Just a gain of a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. This will be caught at about the 6. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Here's Cook again. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 35-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 41 yards on the ground.
And the Bills' first down.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing now is Allen. That pass is caught by Hardy. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we got third goal coming up, and can you imagine being in that hole, partner? You need to look at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is one. Now Cunningham has the ball knocked out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Cunningham to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 1. Cunningham. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1. And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of a yard brings up third and 1.
On third down, here's Stevenson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 26 yards.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Got his man, it's Thornton. Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Ryland on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Powering his way forward. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Oh, some strong running. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Now he steps away. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Jones on the return. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And some room to run now. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, 85 yards. And the Patriots use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
Fingers. That signifies the 4th quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the 4th quarter. What we found out so far, 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
A second one putting the... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the 2nd half, one mistake on the 4th throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
To throw, it's Allen. Able to shake him off. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. He's just got to throw this one away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 32 yards. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Patriots 29.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Slant route, and he finds Thornton. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Cunningham. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here comes 2nd down at 5. On the draw is Stevenson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Here now, 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead.